students, welcome back to Fluent Worlds. The lesson today is extremely useful, especially if you live in the United States or if you even plan to come to the United States. Today, we're going to practice saying some of the most common names in the US. These names are the top 5 popular names for males and the top 5 popular names for females for the last 100 years in the US. That's a long time. If you're in the United States, it's very likely that you know at least one person with these names, if not more. So let's get started. So the first name on our list is Mary. Mary is spelled typically M-A-R-Y. Mary. This name doesn't commonly have very many nicknames, but one that I've personally heard is Mare. So it's the first 3 letters of the word Mary. The second name we have is Jessica. Jessica. This name you typically hear people go by Jess or Jessie. Jessica. The next name is Jennifer. Jennifer. A lot of the times, I feel like people can easily mix up Jessica and Jennifer just because they're kind of similar. Typically, people with the name Jennifer go by Jen or Jenny. The next one is Linda. Linda. That has that difficult l sound that we have a lot in American English. Linda. Linda doesn't typically have very many nicknames since it's already pretty short. The next name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. This name has a lot of potential nicknames. I personally know someone with the name Elizabeth that goes by Lily. Other people go by Liz. Other people go by Ellie. Sometimes you hear Lizzie. And often you'll also hear people with the name Elizabeth go by Beth. There are lots of options with the name Elizabeth. It's typically the best idea to ask someone what they like to go by. You could say, "What do you like to go by?" Or, "Do you go by Elizabeth?" Or, "Do you have a nickname?" Okay, great job. Those were all of our women's names. So let's review those. We have Elizabeth, Linda, Jessica, Jennifer, and Mary. Now we're going to do the top 5 common names for men or males in the United States. Name number 1, James. James. So that's that J sound we talked about before. James. A lot of the times, people whose name is James will go by Jimmy. I find that really interesting. James is often heard as Jimmy. The next name is Robert. Robert. That has that sound we were talking about before as well. Robert. For Robert, nicknames you might hear often are Rob, Robbie, and I've even heard someone go by Bert. The next one is John. John can be short for Jonathan, but it can also be its own standalone name. John. Another one with that J, John. Some people with the name John might choose to go by Johnny. Okay, next we have the name Michael. Michael. This is another one where if you smile, you kind of are able to say that more fully. Michael. A lot of people with the name Michael will go by Mike. And lastly, we have the name David. David. People with this name could go by Dave. So Dave and David. So let's go over our top 5 male names. We have David, Michael, John, Robert, and James. I hope you all get to practice these names soon. Maybe you already have friends with these names and you can show off your new pronunciation skills. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a class and an opportunity to practice and perfect your English. Leave any questions or suggestions in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.